Hello everyone, Debbie here. Welcome back to Barossa Valley Crafts. Today we're going to have a go at making this card. I've called this a split front card, so it looks like that when it's closed and that when it's open. So it will look like that from the front and that from the top. I've called it a split card because we've got different levels here. I guess you could call it a split level card. So anyway, let me show you how I have made this card. Now, you will not need to buy anything special for it. You can use the papers and cardstock that you've got in your stash. If you do have a trimming board and a scoring board, it will help. But if you don't, it can still be done without it, just with scissors and a ruler and a pencil. So let me show you how to make this card. So to start off with, we have our base cards. So this base card is 9.5 by 5.5 inches or 24 by 14 centimetres. Now, if you've got a scoreboard, do it with a scoreboard. If not, just mark it with a pen and pencil at 1 inch or 2.5 centimetres. So mark it at the top and the bottom. Then at 2 inches or 5 centimetres, then 7.5 inches or 19 centimetres, and then 8.5 inches or 21.5 centimetres. Then just join those lines up with your scoring tool. I'm actually using a biro that doesn't work, which is ideal for doing score lines. So just do all your score lines, and then I'll just pop those up there so hopefully you can still see those. Then fold it on your second score line in, and then fold it out, and then do the same on the other side, in and out, so you end up with that shape. Now we'll pop that aside. Now your next piece is a mat layer. So this one is 5.5 by 5.5 inches or 14 by 14 centimetres square. Now when you hold that against that card, they should be the same size. Once this big base card is folded, that should be the same size. So you need one of those. And then I need another piece. Now this one you can do as big or as little as you like. This particular one on this card is going to be 2.5 by 1 3/4 inches or 6.5 by 4.5 centimetres. On this card I've done it a lot bigger, so it's this white piece here. But I've done it bigger on this one, but I'll show you why I've done a smaller one as we go along for this particular card. Then we have our decorative papers. So I'll just pop that there. So this one is going to go on the inside of the card. So in here, so that is going to be 5.25 inches square or 13.3 centimetres square. This one is what we're going to cut apart and attach to the front. And that is 5 by 5 inches or 12.7 centimetres square. And then this one is to go on the little piece, and that is 2.25 by 1.5 inches or 5.7 by 4 centimetres. But as I said, you can do this particular piece any size you like. Now we're going to go back to these two pieces. So with your mat layer, we're going to work on the back of both of the mat layer and the decorative paper, because if you're going to draw lines, you don't want them seen on the front. Plus, if you do one on the front and one on the back, they won't match. So especially if you're doing a picture scene, if you're just doing decorative paper, it's not so critical. But when you're doing a picture like I am, you need to make sure they are the same. So if you don't have a trimmer or anything, with a pen and pencil and a pair of scissors, you can do this. So we're going to mark, actually we'll start this way first. So put a mark at the centre of the card. So in this case, it is at 2 3/4 of an inch or 7 centimetres on one end, and then again at the other end, and then draw a line between those dots. So it's probably a bit hard to see on here. You can see it easier on this one. Then from the left edge, measure in 2 inches and put a little dot on your centre line, and do another one at the bottom, and then join those 2 dots. So that's at 2 inches or 5.2 centimetres. Then from the right, do the same thing again. So measure in 2 inches from the right and put a dot on your centre line, and then a dot at your top line, and again draw between those 2 lines, and you will end up with that sort of shape. So now what I'm going to do, I've got a trimmer, but if you just have scissors, then cut along those lines. So we're going to cut at 2 3/4 of an inch, and then at 3, okay, let me flip that around. So now I'm going to cut at 2 inches, 2 inches or 5.2 centimetres, and then the same with the other one. Cut at 2, what is it, 2 3/4. Oh dear, oops, I just mucked up. I cut on the wrong line. That should have been, oh dear, that's all right. Look, I can fix that up. I'll cut another piece of card in a minute. So we're going to cut this at 2 inches. Oh, no, that's right. 2 inches, sorry. Getting ahead of myself here. All right. No, I have done it right. That's okay. Panicking for nothing. It's already, this is my second attempt at doing this. I mucked up the first one. So I'm just going to put those in place like so. And then we're going to cut, or actually we'll draw the line. So this is our decorative piece. So if you're using a picture, you make sure you've got them all the right way. So to start off with, put a mark on your centre line. So in this case, it's at 2.5 inches at either end, and then draw your line. Then measuring in from the left at 1 3/4 of an inch, and put a dot or 4.5 centimetres on your centre line and at the bottom, and draw a line. And then from the right, again, measure in 1 3/4 of an inch or 4.5 centimetres and do a line, and then cut those. So I'll use my trimmer again. So I'm going to cut the first line at 2.5 inches. So that is my centre line. Now we're going to cut it at 2.5 inches. No, sorry. 1 3/4. Oh, gee. I think I've really given the wrong measurements. I'll give them all again properly in a minute. So that one, it's got to go up the, that's all right. We'll work it out. And that one should be 3 1/4 inches. So that will fit on there. And then this one, we're going to cut at 1 3/4 of an inch. So I guess it's a bit like doing a bit of a jigsaw puzzle here. So then we're going to work out our pieces so that they match up. Okay, we're going to put that there and that there. That one will go there. Oh gosh, I've really mucked this up, haven't I? Oh no, hang on. No, I haven't, because it's going to go there. I haven't mucked it up at all. I'm just trying to line up the wrong pictures. There we go. I will tell you all these measurements again. So basically when you've finished, you will have, where's my ruler? You will have 2 pieces that are 2 inches or 5 centimetres by 2 3/4 of an inch or 7 centimetres. So you'll have 2 of those, and you will have 2 pieces that are 3 1/2 inches or 9 centimetres by 2 3/4 of an inch or 7 centimetres. So you'll have 2 of each piece, and when they're all joined together, that will give you your piece of card. Then your decorative pieces. Now, as I say, I've used a picture here, but you can just use decorative paper. So you will end up with, I think that one actually goes that way. You will end up with 2 pieces that are 1 3/4 of an inch or 4.5 centimetres. So that's those 2. And then you will end up with 2 pieces that are 3 1/4 of an inch or 8.3 centimetres by 2 1/2 inches or 6.3 centimetres. And they will go there. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know, it gets a bit much sometimes. I keep mucking up my own work. Like I say, I think this is probably my 2nd attempt at doing this card. I keep mucking it up. I apologise. Okay, so now we're going to attach the matte layers and the decorative papers. That's right. I'll just make sure I had the right side. So we'll just pop those in. So basically your matte layer should be 1/4 of an inch bigger than your decorative paper. And you don't even have to cut the same measurements as me. You can do them different measurements if you want to. Okay, so we'll pop that on there. And, whoops. Pop that one on there. There we go. Now we're going to attach them. Oh, actually, I'll just pop them aside for a tick. I'll attach this in here. So this can be where you put your greetings. Just pop some glue on there. And pop that in. And now we're going to match these up. So to start off with, we're going to match this corner so that these corners match perfectly. So matching the top edge and the side edge together. So I'm just going to pop my... Actually, I think I might use some double-sided tape for this. Just got to make sure I've got that the right way. Yeah, so I'm just going to run some double-sided tape down here. Only because I don't want the glue oozing out onto the rest of the paper and wrecking the paper. So I'll just take that backing paper off there and line that up with the top edge and the side, like so. And then this one will go down here. So again, we'll just pop some tape on there and match that up with the side and the bottom. And now this one will go here. That on there. So I'll just let you know I do have a Facebook group called Card Making for Beginners and Beyond. If you'd like to join, you're more than welcome. I will add the link in the description. So just click on that link. Be sure to answer the question to join. And we're not limited to brands. We like any branded products. And then this one will go down here. I think sometimes these are easier to do when you're not using a picture that needs matching. But I love these papers. I know it's probably a bit early for Christmas papers, but I just love these papers. Okay, I'll just line that up properly. And pop this one into place. There we go, and that's it. Then I'll just grab, I'll use tape on this as well. So this is just that little front tab. I'll just pop that bit of paper onto there. Now this is why I have used the smaller one of these, because I didn't want to cover too much of my picture, whereas this one, it wasn't that bad to use the bigger front label. So now I will pop a strip of tape down here. I think in this case tape is better than the glue. Just make sure that's on. Got a bit of excess tape there, I'll just flick it back. Okay, so we'll line up the card and put that on there. And then I'm going to pop a greeting on here later on, so I'll find a Merry Christmas sticker and stick that on. But there's that card finish, so you can put your greeting in the center, and there it is from the top and the front. And I hope you can follow my measurements, and I didn't make it too hard to follow. I'm so sorry. Oh, never mind, we get that, we're all human. Anyway, look, I hope you've enjoyed that and you can work it out. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully you can join us in the Facebook group. and we'll see you all again soon. Bye.